Hello guys, welcome to my another video. So today we are going to discuss about a SAT math related question, and for this one it is a little bit difficult one, but as for me I won't say it is difficult, but it is a little bit tricky because of all the information they have given you here. They actually become made it like tricky because they want us to see like whether you can or cannot solve the question, but they want us to whether you know how to use the information properly or not. That's what they actually want us to find out here. So let's start this box and get to our main topic. So what are we given with? As we can see here, they have like given us a question. Jennifer bought a box of crunchy grain cereal. The nutrition facts on the box state a serving size of the cereal is 3/4 cup and provides 210 calories, which 50 of which are calories from fat. In addition to that, each serving of the cereal provides 180 milligrams of potassium, which is 5% of the daily allowance for adults. If P% of an adult's daily allowance of potassium is provided by X servings of crunchy grain cereal per day, which of the following expresses P in terms of X? I guess we actually, what we understand is nothing. I know that too. We understood nothing. So, now let's see how we can actually solve this question. So, as we can see here, what they actually want us to find out is the amount of daily allowance of potassium by X servings of crunchy grain cereal per day. That's what they actually want us to find out. And in order to solve this question, what we have to use is the elimination method. But not to these options, but in these informations in the passage, right? They've given us like a bunch of informations which are completely useless. So that's why we are going to go. We are going to become here and check out which informations are actually going to be unnecessary for us and cut those out. And how are we going to identify that? If you read the questions, you will find out like you can find out that easily. What they actually want us to find out is the daily allowance of potassium and by the servings of crunchy grain cereal per day. So what we can do is accept these two keywords, we are going to cut out every other information that has been given to us. Why? You will know why, because most of the information will be like unnecessary and maybe will try to make you like go out of track. That's why we are going to cut those information out to make this question more easier. So let's see. As we can see, the allowance of servings of Crunchyroll. You can see there is a serving size they had given here. A box of Crunchyroll cereal. Cut this line out first. This is the most useless line in this whole area. So we are going to cut this line out. Cut it properly. Cutting done. And that I said the nutrition facts on the box state that a serving. This serving word it is necessary, so we are not going to cut that. A serving size of the cereal is 3/4 cup. This do we see any words related to cup? Of course not. So this line is actually unnecessary for us. Then they say like provides 210 calories. Do we see any words related to calories? Of course not. That means this line is also unnecessary for us. And if you go further away from there, you will see like there's another line that says 50 of which are calories from fat. Of course, we are not talking about calories or fat, which means this whole line is actually unnecessary. Which means since this line is not giving us any informations, as a matter of fact, we are going to cut this whole line, which makes this passage more simpler to us. I hope it makes it easy now. Now let's see what else have been we given with. We can see in addition, each serving of the cereal provides this serving part is important. 180 milligrams of potassium. Now the question is 180 milligrams of potassium. Is this what necessary? Of maybe or maybe not, we don't know. But do we see any words related to potassium? Yes, do we see. Do we see any words related to allowance, daily allowance? We don't see any words. But what do we see? We see an amount given to us. So since we are not sure like whether this information is actually like necessary for us or not, we are not going to cut it now. We are going to wait some time. That. So now if you look at it here, they say like more things here, which is 5% of the daily allowance for adults. What does it mean? Is it like necessary information for us? Maybe, maybe not. Do we see any words related to daily allowance for adults? Of course, yes, we do see a word related to the P% of an adult's daily allowance of potassium, which is what we're actually looking for. Which means this line is starting with which is 5% of the daily allowance for adults, is necessary information for us. And since the amount is given in percent, you can actually guess that the answer that we are going to get is also in percent, because what they're looking for is here is P%, which means anything other than percent is also unnecessary. So what does it mean? It means this word here, 180 milligrams of potassium, is also unnecessary because it is not in percent. So I guess now we can actually we can actually simplify this very big questions full of informations into only like one line at least, at best. At most, it is only one line right now. So I guess you have seen how the elimination method has worked here, and now we are going to solve this question. So, from this one, what information do we see here? We see here P% of an adult's daily allowance of potassium. Sorry, not this one. This is also important, but no. We see here each serving, which means one serving of the cereal, provides 5% of the daily allowance of adults. 5% of the daily allowance for adults. So what we're going to do, we are going to write this information as a side note because we may need it actually use because this information might be useful for us. So let's write it down. One serving of the cereal provides 5% of the daily allowance. I'm not going to write the whole thing. That's useless. The whole daily allowance for the adults. And we have found these informations. Okay, right? Now what are the question? What is the question is what is going to be the amount if P% of an adult's daily potassium is provided by X servings, which of the following expresses P in terms of X? So they want us to find the amount of P. So what is P? P is the amount of daily allowance, and what is X? X is the amount of servings. So let's see what we can do here. As we know, one serving of the cereal provides 5% of daily allowance, which means X servings of the cereal provides what percent? Of course, 5x percent. 5x percent of the daily allowance. Right? Yes. And what is this 5x here? 5x is actually the amount of percent. 5x percent of the daily allowance. And what is this 5x here? It is the actual P. That's what they actually been trying to find us out. If P% is the amount of provided by. So if P% is the amount that is provided by X servings, which means it is the 5x that is provided by X servings. So which means P is equal to 5x here. P equals to 5x percent of the daily allowance. So what did we get? We get like the P percent, so the 5x percent of the daily allowance of potassium is provided by X servings of crunchy grain cereal per day. And it is the same thing here. Do we see anything P equals to 5x? Yes, we do see here P equal to 5x. And that is our option B. P equals to 5x. I hope you understand what I said. It is just that you need to find out the informations and then do some algebra. That's it. That's it. There's nothing else that we have to do. Only for this two line, you have to do all this thing here. And because of this two line, this question is identified as like hard. I don't know why, but it is hard. It's actually hard because when I made the first, I made my first made mistake when I was first rank. So yeah, that's it. And there is our one and only college board question answer. Check out here too which one you prefer. I have also the college board is also given me these question answers too. You can try this one too if you want, if you don't understand mine. And yes, if you didn't understand, don't know, you can just comment us on the YouTube channel, and I'm definitely going to write you there about any response about any response that you need. And no worries, that's all from us today. Have a great day.